What's up guys, this is Revinity and welcome again back to another FIA manufacturer race in the Ferrari 458 Italia, and we have the Wheelcam out for this one, so another perspective on the race. So straight out into qualifying, I lay off a little bit to let a few other guys pass in hopes of getting either a nice point in the race where I can get a decent slipstream, or just a clean good lap. So starting off on our flying lap, we go into, well, the nice long straight. The first corner, we take it pretty wide. I even forgot that was a thing. Trying to maximize on the curb. Both curves inside and out. This corner always makes me hesitate because I'm not sure when to accelerate out. I've had a few close calls and bad calls in practice, but luckily I think we got away nicely with that one. Over the sausage, got a little bit of a two-wheel going there, but we were saved on the asphalt turf, just enough space. Down the downhill chicane, is been, I don't even know if that thing has a name, I'm not good up with my names, but yeah, we go a bit wide on the outside. I think that BM made me panic a little bit too much, so the follow-up corner was also taken a bit slow. Onto the final corner, maximizing again the curb on the outside, onto the asphalt turf, maintaining a decent speed. And we get a 128.3, which puts us right on top. And we get passed in the next few seconds. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my qualifying. I didn't get any better on the next lap, so no point in showing you that. Skip forward into the main event. We start off in third, another guy beat our time in qualifying. Again, I immediately start off with fuel saving because I know that's going to be a crucial turning point at the pit frame of the race. We can see the dude in front of me, the time machine driving his mug. He was a bit panicky on the brakes, so still not being warmed up on the track, or just nerves on following someone else's line. But yeah, I'm playing it safe once again, like I usually would, knowing that I have the slipstream. I can get back a lot of speed while being in a low rev range. Mercedes behind me is also catching up very fast. Again, I get close to racing the driver in front of me, but I don't want to take my chances and give either one of us a penalty or knock one of us off the track. Go on the outside for the final turn, get a bit knocked, but I come away with third place, passing the time machine. One pair of sport takes away second, passing both me and the time machine on one corner. Yeah, there's a GT86 also that's jumped into the battle. So we have a 5-way battle going on for the top five positions. The Merc slows down. I overtake him, going on the inside. I make a clean pass while the two Mercs behind me fight for that third place position. So at this point I wanted to get behind the slipstream and then realized in my mirror that the other Merc came behind me. Couldn't move out of the way for him and he pushed me out, making me panic on the the downhill is bent. And yeah, he passes us. I go again on the inside for the next corner. I get the pass, but panic again on the right-hander. I go on the outside to give him at least a little bit of space to try and take me back. I go too wide, but then catch him on the final corner, the left-hander, and I went in a bit aggressive, so I knocked him out of the way. I take a look behind me and see that we have a 5-way battle going on for first place, and everyone's trying to aggressively for that spot. The Spaniard takes a lunge at the other Merc, moving himself up but knocking the time machine down to 5th place. He's playing dirty. So now I'm sitting in the front of the pack with another competitor, the GT86, fast approaching. Once again I go over the sausage curb and it slows me right down, giving the 86 a chance to catch up, and he nudges me forward. The GT86 doesn't have as much power, so it won't be as powerful on the straights and especially uphills. Almost perfect down that hill. Maximizing the curbs once again. That sausages on the curves are what ruined a lot of my lap times, because it ruins your grip, or you send out flying, it takes you wide or whatever. And at this point I was in a really panicky state, because just the nerves of racing. Lap 4, going into the first corner, I take the inside. I braked a little bit too early. Again, I was playing it safe, I didn't want to dive and push people off too much. And the GT86 done that himself. He took himself off course, right onto the sand. Now we have another battle with the McLaren. The battle continues up until lap 4. The gap between me and the McLaren stayed relatively the same, between 1 and 2 seconds, but no attempts were made at a pass from the McLaren up until this first corner. Again, I go on the inside, he goes on the outside, but I hold the line and come out just with him behind me. So lap 5, coming into the downhill is bent. I panicked and went off onto the acid cliff, almost spun out, corrected myself, saved it, but ended up with a 5.5 seconds penalty, which I expected. I saw myself going over that. Fast forward, it tries me on the outside again, I hold the line pretty much the exact same lap, and then I take my penalty. I go on the outside to give the guy space, and he brake checks me. So yeah, a little bit angry at that. Fast forward, and I'm basically trying to catch up, but my problem was going into the pits early. I should have held on for another 2 laps or so. Fast forward, lap 7, lap 8 on the hard tires. Going to the pits again, going out to the softs. There's just been no action really up until lap 12. The Jaguar that was ahead in qualifying and part of the race, he also had a different pit strategy, which made him come out a bit later on the soft, so he had fresher tires compared to me. So here we are at lap 13. I go in for the inside line, but yeah, I brake a bit too late, I go wide, and yeah, he kinda pushes me out of the way. Fine, I'll take that. I knew he would pass me at some point because he had way fresher tires than I had. I think he got 2 laps on me or something. So I accepted the pass. It would have happened eventually. I didn't want to fight and put both of us at a disadvantage or off track. Going into lap 14, the Merc again behind me of the Spaniard. You can see that the guy in first place in the GT86, he had to pit very late because he had a different pit strategy. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for him. He went back down to 7th position, moving everyone from 2nd all the way to 6th back up 1 position, allowing the GT86 to take the victory, with the Jaguar following, and myself in 3rd place. So that gives us in the lone Ferrari again another podium position. 3rd place, really not bad finish. And I thoroughly enjoyed the race, although my nerves were shot afterwards. So yeah, that was another FiA manufacturers race. Hope you enjoyed it. This has been Ravinity, and I will see you guys in the next one.